Hello and welcome to this special webcast for the attention of our agency nurse members and for our members who primarily work with the HSE or a HSE funded agency but who may occasionally work through an agency. We are recording this on Wednesday the 2nd of March. In recent days and weeks we have repeatedly reminded our members working for agencies that the HSE is trying to introduce contracts and arrangements which have significantly lower rates of pay attached to them. I want to take this opportunity to immediately reaffirm our advice to members that they must not agree to work for these lower rates. If you work for these lower rates, you are ensuring that you will very unlikely ever achieve a fair rate for your expertise, your qualifications and your excellence. So you must not work for these lower rates which have been introduced without agreement, by imposition, and which are totally unacceptable to the INMO. If I may now turn specifically to our agency nurse members and say to them that some of you may have received correspondence or advices or information in recent times to the effect that the new arrangements do not change your terms and conditions of employment. That is factually incorrect. The proposed new arrangements significantly lower your rates of pay, and you should not and must not sign up to them or agree to work with them. Secondly, they're saying there will be an abundance of work. The probability is there will. Because if you work for nothing or next to nothing, you will always have plenty of work. So these lower rates that are being proposed are damaging to you as an individual, they're damaging to you as a professional, and they're damaging to the whole nursing and midwifery professions. So we must not agree to work for these lower rates. If I may now turn to those members who work primarily for the HSE or a HSE funded agency, but who may occasionally work for an agency. The new arrangements state quite clearly that the HSE will not allow people to double job. So they will not allow people to work for a third-party agency and then come back to the HSE as a substantive employer. So we have to say to you, if you choose to work for an agency in that situation, you may not be put back on the payroll, or secondly, you may be subject to disciplinary action by the HSE or your HSE funded employer. Unfair? We all know, but that is what they're proposing, again without agreement or engagement. So we are reaffirming, do not agree to work for these new arrangements. In the coming days, particularly next week, we'll be holding meetings across the country, Dublin, Cork, Limerick, Galway. We're inviting, notices will be on the website about dates and times. We're inviting all members to come along to those meetings. At them we'll update you still further on our efforts to reverse this very unsatisfactory development and to continue to secure a fair rate. But we will also seek to ensure that everyone agrees and stands solid behind not working for these new lower rates. The most effective response to this unfortunate and unwarranted attack is simply collective action. We do not work for these lower rates, and we'll be reinforcing that message in the coming days and at these meetings next week. So please, pay heed to this message, stay loyal to our advice, do not work for these lower rates, pay attention to the website for updates, go to the meetings when we convene them, protect yourself, protect your income, protect your profession, and do not work for a lower rate of pay that insults all nurses and all midwives. Thank you.